Hey YouTube, it's Alicia here. Today I want to come and go over the results for the Elimination Chamber from last night. Oh y'all, let's just say that was pretty good. If anybody know who won between Birdie Murphy and Tawaza, please put your comment below because I didn't get no, I don't know who won that one, but yeah. So let me start with the Raw is Worth Women's Championship. Man, that was a pretty good match, but Ronda Rousey ended up winning in the long run. In the long run over Ruby Riott. Ruby, you're not tight. You are not women's title belt potential. Okay, I'm sorry, not women's title belt potential. Okay, and during that match, Charlotte Flair get in the ring, and then Becky Lynch comes. She come over the ring, the barrel of the ring, and she ended up attacking Charlotte Flair, and then Ronda and her end up attacking her, and then she ended up attacking Ronda. Now this is getting a pretty out of hand. So I want to hear from y'all. Who do y'all think what's going to happen next? And the question of the thing, who really deserves to be headlining WrestleMania with Ronda Rousey? Charlotte Flair or Becky Lynch? I'm leaning much more towards Becky Lynch. It's her time. Charlotte Flair needs to take a couple of seats back, okay? So now we got to talk about the WWE Championship. Daniel Bryan, the champion, versus AJ Styles versus Jeff Jarrett versus Kofi Kingston versus Samoa Joe versus Randy Orton. And like I told you, this was a 50-50 chance. It came down between none other, Kofi Kingston and Daniel Bryan. But Daniel Bryan ended up beating him and ended up winning and ended up containing that title belt. Let's just say Kofi Kingston was very close. Let's just say he was very close, y'all. He was very close of winning. So, man, even though he was very close, I really wish they would just go on and give him that opportunity for that title. He deserves it. He has done the work all over the years, and he has put a lot of work into the New Day. So at least give him that opportunity. Now let's talk about the SmackDown's tag team title belts. Y'all, it was, let me refresh your memory. It was Shane McMahon and the Miz versus the Usos. And I told you over 40% if they contain their title belts. Well, I was right. With 50%, the Usos penitentiary end up winning in the long run. So I just feel like that was a phenomenal match. Now, here's another good match. It is the Intercontinental title belt, and it was a encore match. And it was Bobby Lashley and Leo Rush versus Finn Balor. I just thought, oh my God, I thought Finn Balor was gonna lose, but I was right with 50%. Since this, I thought with 10% that Leo Rush would cost Bobby Lashley this match. But with 50%, Finn Balor won this match. I am so happy about that. So, yeah. So, let me talk about Braun Strowman versus Brian Corbin. Okay, this was a disqualification match. I hate when Braun Strowman get disqualification match. The reason is, especially when it's Brian Corbin. Brian Corbin has a faction, and it's him, McIntosh, and Bobby Lashley. Ever since they have formed, they have interfered in this match for once. I feel like Braun Strowman needs to get and form his own faction. But I feel like this win from Corbin was a cheapskate win, even though he won by disqualification, no disqualification match. I feel like the referee didn't even bother trying to, get, you know, to get his, you know, to get to escort McIntosh or Drew McIntosh or Bobby Lashley out of the ring to make it have been fair, and it wasn't a fair match. And I don't. That's just me. All right. We got not last but not least, we had the women's tag team match last night. So I mean, I told y'all so many percentages. In my top three going up in there was Sasha Banks and Bailey, Tamina Snuka, and Nia Jax, and Naomi and Carmella. Those were my top ones to get the 50 was going might come out and win. But we got a huge surprise. None other Sasha Banks and Bailey end up winning, being the first women's champion in this era. Let me just say, in this era. Um, I think WWE is going to wait a while before they put them in a title belt match. I'm guaranteed. And I'm going to tell y'all why. They are going to, and my theory is they're going to bring Trish and Lita back to actually come and try to win this title belt. So we're going to have to wait and see where this is going to go. So, yeah. So we want to see where that go. But I'm very excited about that. That is the Elimination Chamber. So the question of the day is still doing with the women's evolution. And the question of the day is, do you want to see a women's U.S. title belt added to the women's division? Do you want to see a women's U.S. title belt added to the women's division? Until then, I'm Alicia. Don't forget to thumbs up the video, comment below, and subscribe.